Once again, it's your man DU. It's your man DU. And how's everybody doing today on this beautiful Sunday? Yeah, I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna talk a little trash. You know what I mean? But of course, before I start talking some trash that you may agree with or may not agree with, um, one, you can go purchase a Pulsar hat, a Talking Trash water bottle, a Cornerstone hat. Get our merchandise, right? At Pulsar Entertainment LLC .mybigcommerce.com. Yup, you can get our merchandise at Pulsar Entertainment LLC mybigcommerce.com. Get yourself a Pulsar snapback. Get yourself a Talking Trash water bottle. Get yourself a Cornerstone snapback, t-shirts, the whole gamut, right? So here we go. We gonna get right into it. You know what I mean? We're gonna get right into it, and we're gonna talk about this NBA Summer League. NBA Summer League. It started July 7th. Right? Started July 7th. It started July 7th, and I gotta say, the rookies that I was most impressed with in this summer league has to be one, Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero has been one of the most impressive rookies to me in this summer league. Yo, we talking this kid is like 6'10", 250. He has an NBA body already, right? He has an NBA body already. I think he's going to change the fortunes of the Orlando Magic. Highly competitive, strong, no need to question his motor, and one of his most underrated skills is his passing. He's one of the best passers, coming out of this draft class. The other rookie that I was impressed with, without question, is Jaden Ivey. Look, they shut him down. They shut Ivey down after he twisted his ankle. But let's not get it twisted. Ivey is explosive. Jaden Ivey is exciting. Jaden Ivey is box office. He's box office. This kid is must-see TV. Quick first step, jumps out the gym, sees the court exceptionally well. Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham is going to be a backcourt duo to contend with. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Jaden Ivey do his thing. Without question. You talking about box office, you talking about potential rookie of the year. He's already a rookie of the year candidate, right? Already rookie of the year candidate out the gate. But he's box office. Jaden, I see why the Knicks were hungry to climb up, the draft, to climb up the draft ranks to get this guy. Next, Keegan Murray. I do not want to get off this topic without mentioning Keegan Murray. Sacramento, they were smart in picking him. Definitely smart in picking him. When you hear him talk, his conversation is kind of bland, but that just speaks to he's all business. He's all business. There's nothing about him that is like saying, yo, I came here to play around with you guys. Yeah, he came to play a game, but he also came to take care of business. In one of the summer league games, he pulled off a Reggie Miller. And honestly, he reminds me of a bigger Reggie Miller. Now, don't get me wrong. He doesn't shoot as well as Reggie Miller. But just his game, his overall game, he's about 2 or 3 notches below Reggie Miller as far as his shooting is concerned. But he's a bucket getter. The next one is Jalen Williams from Oklahoma, from OKC. Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara. He's the one that got the afro with the tail hanging in the front. Because I know it was 2 Jalen Williams drafted in the NBA draft this year. He's Jaylen, I believe. That's how you spell it. But he's the one from Santa Clara. I know he played for Santa Clara. I like his court vision. I like his first step to the basket. I like how he get his teammates involved. Good pick, Jalen Williams. Like him. Now the next exciting thing about this summer league is that my beloved New York Knicks is playing for the ring today against Portland. They would be undefeated. Portland's the one that gave them the only defeat in summer league. And I think, hey, I'm going to make the excuse, is that the Knicks was thrown off with Richard Jefferson reffing their game against Portland. Because in the first quarter, the Knicks came out against Portland and put the clamps on Portland. They've been putting the clamps on all their summer league opponents. The Knicks have been putting the clamps on every summer league opponent. Quentin Grimes. I was getting ready to say Quentin Grimes should be summer league MVP. But that might go to that bucket getter Cam Johnson that plays for the Nets. That kid Cam that played for the Nets is a bucket getter. He's no joke. He steps on the court and it's like, hey, I'm getting 15 and up. And I know he could do the same thing in an NBA game. I can't wait to see him play for the Brooklyn Nets this season. But back to the Knicks. They playing for the rings. They gonna get a little bling bling. They beating Portland today. They coming out. Defense has been tough. Jericho Sims has been an enforcer. McBride has played well. Quentin Grimes has showed he's a level above all the players that's playing in the NBA Summer League. All the players that's playing in the NBA Summer League. And if I can mention uh two players that I'm not too sure about next season, two rookies, it has to be Jabari Smith. I'm not, oh man, Jabari Smith. I'm not too sure about this guy, man. I'm not sure about Jabari Smith. He's 6'10", long. But, everything with him at 6'10" is a pull-up. He can't create his own shot. His skill set doesn't scream all-star to me. And the other one I'm not too sure about, and he has a nice skill set. I'm not too sure about him, like as far as coming out and making an immediate impact. I think if he gains some weight, he's going to be okay. But right now, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle, and that's Chet Holmgren. Because it already showed, once he went against like bigger players in summer league, like some players with some grown men strength, he was struggling. He's long, he has a skill set, he can shoot the three, but he was struggling. But yeah, this summer league has been good. Now I want to talk about the Baker Mayfield trade. The Browns traded Baker Mayfield to the Panthers. We're sitting here waiting to hear about what's going to happen to Deshaun Watson. Now, I didn't think because of Deshaun Watson meeting with the NFL and maybe getting suspended for the season that the Browns would think about trading Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield wanted no part of playing for the Browns because he knew that he's not beating out Watson. Watson, no matter what you may think of him, his skill level is highly superior over Baker Mayfield. Now, Watson, we're just waiting, to see what the commissioner, what hammer the commissioner brings down. But once I heard Baker Mayfield got traded, I was like, man, Watson might not get suspended. Because you kind of, like, when you're working in-house, like they're not walking into the court of a court of law or anything like that. They're this is in-house. This is within the NFL. So most of these situations, it's no different. Like, you on your job and, you at a hearing at your job or, some disciplinary action at your job, you kind of know what's going to happen. You kind of know, hey, yo, I'm going to get suspended for a week. Or I'm going to get suspended for 3 days. Or I'm going to lose pay, right? Deshaun, when Baker got traded, It made me say Deshaun might not get suspended. But the Panthers gave up a conditional 2025 fifth round pick for Baker Mayfield that turns into a fourth if he plays 70% of the games. So Baker Mayfield is sitting back in his chair and was like, yo, I'm beating out Sam Darnold. And the only way I don't play 70% of these games is if I get hurt. So Baker Mayfield's a Carolina Panther. Right? He's just a Carolina Panther. I wish him the best. Can't wait till football season starts. Camp. Guys are going to start attending camp tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Right? Now, to the news that's shaking everything up. Let's talk about Spyda. Let's talk about Spyda. And when I mention Spyda, I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell. Now, let's talk about how we got here, right? It's been long. Hey, it's been said long time ago, maybe 5 years ago, when 5-6 years ago, right? When Phil Jackson drafted Frank Ntilikina and passed on Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was not a big to-do at Louisville. But Rick Pitino was telling the Knick brass, you need to draft this kid. So needless to say, the Knicks pick Frank Ntilikina. Any Knick fan or non-Knick fan knows what happened with Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina is a draft bust. A lottery bust. Let me correct that. A lottery bust. He's still in the league, but he's with the Dallas Mavericks. I remember Fran Fraschilla, the night the Knicks drafted Frank Ntilikina, saying that this kid will never be more than a backup. And Fran Fraschilla hit it on the nail. Frank Ntilikina will be a backup in the NBA forever. Forever. The Dallas Mavericks lost Jalen Brunson. The Knicks have acquired Jalen Brunson. And Frank Ntilikina will still be a backup. Right? But now, the Knicks have been coveting, longing for Donovan Mitchell, Spyda, as he's affectionately called. He's a New York kid, Mount Vernon, by way of Mount Vernon. His father is employed by the Mets, right? New York is his home. So it's been stated over and over again, hey, we got to get Donovan Mitchell here. Danny Ainge was running the front office at the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz have been in playoff purgatory for the longest, since Donovan Mitchell's been there. Then, boom, Danny Ainge trades Rudy Gobert to the Minnesota Timberwolves. He gets 5 players, 5 draft picks. Right? Got Patrick Beverly, Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, Kessler, who they got in the draft, for somebody else. I can't remember. So I'm sitting there like, yo, what is he doing? He just traded Rudy Gobert? And I know what, now I see what Danny Ainge is trying to do. He wants to build Utah like he built the Boston Celtics. Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Robert Williams, through the draft. He wants to get his most important players through the draft. And it was said that Danny Ainge wasn't interested in taking any offers for Spyda, Donovan Mitchell. And it was mighty funny how the Knicks were collecting all these assets during the NBA draft, traded their pick, their lottery pick, which they could have had a good pick, still had a good pick. They could have had Jalen Darren. You know, Knicks fans was bugging out over Jalen Darren for about 2 days after they saw him dunk a couple of times. Okay. But it was kind of funny how the Knicks traded their lottery pick away, right? And started acquiring more assets and would trade this person and make this move and acquire more draft picks. And by the way, they wound up drafting Trevor Kills in the second round. And then you hear Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge wants to move Donovan Mitchell. And the front runners are the Knicks and the Miami Heat. But Danny Ainge wants 6 picks and maybe 4 or 5 players. It was first reported that Danny Ainge wanted R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Quentin Grimes, and IQ, and 5 first-round picks. Knicks came back and said, "You bugging. We're not giving up Mitchell Robinson, and we're not giving up R.J. Barrett." Then you hear Cam Reddish, IQ, Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride, and I believe 6 first-round picks. And I guess because of his play in Summer League, the Utah Jazz are infatuated with Quentin Grimes. I've been hearing that he must be in the deal. Now, here's the crazy thing. Donovan Mitchell, all-star, all-NBA, has led the Utah Jazz to the playoffs. Every season he's been in he's been in the league. I believe averaged close to 26 points a game last year. Knicks fans are seriously saying, yo, we can't give up that much. Man, I'm like, yo, pull the trigger, man. Pull the trigger, man. Boom, cock that shotgun back and pull that trigger, man. What are the Knicks without Donovan Mitchell? I'm looking at McBride. And I like McBride. I'm a Knicks fan, right? But McBride is not it. Good defender. He is. McBride might be a lower level Patrick Beverly, right? And why I say a lower level, because Patrick Beverly had this inner fire in him, this inner toughness that I don't see in McBride. McBride is tough, but like Patrick Beverly got that street toughness to his game, right? I don't see that in McBride. I see athletic toughness. I don't see that street toughness, right? IQ. Good shooter, good passer, makes bad decisions at times, right? But look, I ain't gonna dog these Knicks players, man. Right? I wish Obi Toppin is. I'm like a big Obi Toppin fan. Like he showed me a lot. But when you talking about Spyda, you talking about Donovan Mitchell, you talking about a backcourt. Yo, if we get Donovan Mitchell, this would be the best backcourt the Knicks have ever had in the past 20 years. We've had Stephon Marbury in 20, right? We've had Raymond Felton, right? We've had Jason Kidd, an old Jason Kidd. If we get Spyda, who's 25 years old, and pair him with Jalen Brunson, although a short backcourt, you're talking 6'1" and 6'2", yes, that's short. But it still will be the best backcourt we've had in 20 years. RJ's off the board, right? RJ's not in any trade. Matter of fact, this trade don't make sense if RJ isn't still on the Knicks. This trade doesn't make sense if RJ still isn't on the Knicks. Hold up. And what Thibs want to do? Tell me what Thibs want to do. If you're still here, type it in the chat. Tell me what Thibs want to do. And who's the Facebook? You coming up as Facebook user. Who you talking about? Is this my man Reg? Is this my man Crespo? Holla at me. What? Tell me what Thibs don't want to do. Defense. Okay. Who I'm talking to? Reg, my man. First, yo, Reg. Before I tell you, before I say this, I'm just gonna say, Reg, you know you my guy. You know you my guy, right? But Tibbs ain't gonna have any choice, my guy. I don't care about them not being defensive players. I don't care, right? But look, I'm not the coach. I'm not the GM. The The front office has planned this out where, yo, they got rid of the vets, man. They got rid of these vets. So Tibbs can play who they want them to play. Right? And when you talking box office, Spyda fits the bill. Spyda fits the bill. And then if Cat's talking about draft picks, look, those draft picks, if they're giving up the draft picks that the Knicks have acquired, the Knicks can't pick no higher than 11 in one of them. Right? Right? The Knicks pick no higher than 11. Right? And the other picks, the Knicks pick, the rest of the picks are 14. It's going to be 14 and under as far as first round picks. How many difference makers are you picking in those positions? Yeah, you can get a gem every once in a while. But when you start talking about going deep in the draft, you picking a lot of Frank Ntilikina's, man. You picking a lot of Frank Ntilikina's when you start picking that low in the draft. And yeah, people still gonna come. They've been coming. But when you get a Spyda Mitchell here, guess what? You can charge more. Because he's box office. Because he's box office. And then overall, you don't let Spyda Mitchell go to your competitor. You don't let Spyda Mitchell go to Miami, my guy. You don't let Spyda Mitchell go to Miami with Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo. Nah. No, you say, but not all of those players. Reg, look what they got. Look what they got for Rudy Gobert. And who was the man in Utah? Utah got rid of some good. Minnesota let go of some good players. Patrick Beverly ain't no slouch. Malik Beasley ain't no slouch. Vanderbilt was starting. Kessler was a rookie, right? They just drafted him. I can't remember the other cat. And they gave up 5 draft picks. They was able to keep Anthony Edwards. They had to keep Cat, right? And they kept D'Angelo Russell. Do they have a bench right now? Hell no, they ain't got no bench. Will they miss Pat Beverly defensively? Because you know D'Angelo Russell don't play no defense, right? But they'll figure it out. And you know what they say. Good offense beats good defense any day. Good offense beats good defense any day. Yeah. Age has a king's ransom. That's a fact. But tell me this, as a Knicks fan, if Spyda goes to Miami, you okay with that? That makes them better. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not okay with it, bro. I'm not okay with it at all. Spyda's a hometown guy. Spyda's box office. He's a bucket getter. Say what you want. Now, here's the next thing. We got Brunson, and I'm going to assume we're going to get Spyda, right? Julius Randle got to show up. Julius Randle got to show up. And instead of, and I'm saying this because I'm an Obi fan, right? If we get rid of IQ, if we get rid of Grimes, if we get rid of McBride, and they want Obi, and they want Cam, I want Obi to stay, and I want them to put Fournier in that. I want Obi to stay, and I want them to put Fournier in that deal. And we keep two. That's what I want. I'm saying we keep Cam and we keep Cam and we keep what's his name? And Obi. Or we keep Obi and we keep IQ. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And when you say count on him, you're talking about Randle, right? Yeah, it's like, yo, look. Randle still, he had a bad season last year and still almost average 20, right? He had a bad season. Randle had a bad season, still averaged 20. Do I want Randle off this team? Oh, I wanted him off the team so bad last season. You know why? Not because of his game, because of his lack of leadership and his suspect mental capacity, man. That's why I wanted Randle off this team. But if we get Spyda, you know Spyda is the number one option. We got Brunson. Brunson's not the number one option. Randle is still the number one option on this team. And that's until we see how RJ pans out this year. Like if RJ is going to take a bigger step and just like really be better than everybody, right? But let's keep it a buck. We get Spyda. We get Spyda. He's better than RJ. He's better than Randle. With me as a Knicks fan, I'm looking for RJ to be better than Randle this year. I'm looking for RJ to be that second option if we get Spyda. You feel me? But if we get Spyda, bro, that's gonna be a big deal, man. And we can't let him go to Miami. We can't let him go to Miami. And even worse, we can't let them do a deal, any type of deal with the Brooklyn Nets. If Leon Rose and World Wide West messes this up and let Spyda go to the Brooklyn Nets, I'm going to be outside the garden with a picket sign requested that they be terminated. I'm telling you. I'm going to be a one-man picket sign. One man with a picket sign. Hoping that they're terminated, bro. That's a fact. But we'll see. Yo, I'm going to get off of here, man, and get myself ready to watch the Knicks win this ring in the Summer League today. You know what I mean? Watch Grimes. It's been a joy to watch Grimes and Jericho Sims, man. Like, the bad part, man. Yo, man, you know Jericho Sims is going to be third string, man, when the season starts. He's going to be on the bench, third string, hardly getting any playing time, man. But it's been a joy watching Jericho Sims, man. Because you know Hartenstein's going to play in front of Jericho Sims. But, yeah, I'm going to get myself ready. Yeah, you know, that's a long time coming, man. That man ain't going. You know, that man ain't going nowhere, man. Or we just gonna have to settle in with Dolan right now. You know, um, Dolan gonna have to do some. He gonna have to do some craziness like Sterling did to get ousted. Look how long it took Sterling to get ousted, man. We had to find out that the man was the biggest of all bigots, right? But yeah, we yeah, I'm getting ready to go lock in, man, and you know what I'm saying, get my snacks and drinks ready. You know what I'm saying, like for to see the Knicks win these rings, these summer league rings, man. You know, yo, thanks for chatting it up with me, me Raj, appreciate it. And yo, this is your man DU. It's your man DU, and yo, this is talking trash. And yo, we out. Take care.